Okay, I've got one for you. I have a belief. I have changed my mind. I'm no longer an atheist. Here it is. I believe in this little guy. He's called Jeff. He is a dead Jewish pink elephant who lives in space. I've drawn a picture of him here. No one else knows what he looks like. It's only me that can see him. So I had to draw him. Jeff, he visits me when I'm daydreaming, and he tells me that he wants me to do stuff, so I do it. He loves me very much, and he's going to be reborn and come down to me, save me, and kill everyone else. And he's gonna judge us on whether we paid attention to his zombie-like trumps. What's that, Jeff? I can't make an elephant noise. What do you mean there's no factual evidence whatsoever for your existence? What do you mean you're just a voice in my head that everyone, even atheists, have? A psychological necessity that's function is to give our minds a concept of self. Oh, really? Oh, okay then. Well, I guess I was just talking to myself in my head then. Silly me, it wasn't Jeff at all. It wasn't a dead Jewish pink elephant in space. It was me all along. It was my brain. Wow, what's that? I don't know what my brain is for. The difference is that there aren't any established houses of ideology that exist for the lovely yet dead and Jewish pink elephant Jeff. In my opinion, churches may as well be called houses of that Jewish guy who died 2,000 years ago. Okay, back to child abuse. The only reason religion still exists with the force that it does is because it's the only type of ideology which has shamelessly employed the dirtiest tactics of persuasion around, withholding factual evidence and discovery from children and supplanting instead deep-seated feelings of angst, guilt and fear. This is outrageous conduct and should be stopped. Stop the indoctrination, stop the hell houses, stop the bullshit, look at the facts. Read a fucking book that isn't the Bible for a change. Religion is so arrogant that it actively denies the hard work of thousands of brilliantly minded people who've contributed so much to the development of mankind, both in the arts and technologically. Some quick facts you probably already know. You know the one about prison populations, 99.7% are atheists or Christians or whatever. They'd be all, that doesn't make any fucking sense. Atheists get divorced the least. Christians come out top on that one, I'm afraid. A whopping 90% of the top academic and intellectual minds today do not believe in a god. Whether it's Jeff, Allah, Jesus, the spaghetti monster, Zeus or Thor. They know what's what because they're using their minds for what they were designed for. Thinking. Yeah, remember thinking? Yeah. You are likely to have had fear so deeply ingrained on your thought processes that you cannot question God because as soon as you do, you feel guilty. You have had thinking for yourself be synonymous with guilt from a very early age. And so now independent thought and guilt are the same thing to you, just as is sex and bad language, etc. You have been trained to feel ashamed whenever you want to think, when you want to explore, when you're attracted to someone, when your mind wants to solve the puzzles of life. Religion is like a parent who physically and mentally abuses you. I don't know if there's been any studies or research into this, but I think if there were, there would be striking similarities in the thought processes. It's like God is your Father and your Lord, and you must never question him, for you will be eternally punished for it. This God tells you that if you even think about doing something which he doesn't agree with, he will kill you. And he won't just kill you, but he'll condemn you to be tortured in the most agonizing possible way for all time. Wow, that is scary as fuck, isn't it? If you told that to a kid, they would be scared shitless. They would be so scared that they would do whatever you told them God wanted them to do. Fucking child abuse. This is not just bad parenting, as Dawkins points out. This is child abuse. Children believe whatever their parents tell them, and a staggering number of parents have the right to indoctrinate their children with outdated, nonsensical, non-factual, trivial, grade A bullshit. And what's worst, through the dirtiest tactics around, guilt and fear. It's fucking despicable. In the face of all of the facts and magnificent things that discovery and reason and science have brought us, that we have millions of children who are being denied that knowledge, missionaries piss me the fuck off. But do you know what else pisses me off about fucking religion? It's that I can't even stay in a hotel room anywhere and not have a copy of that fucking bullshit book sitting smugly in one of the drawers. Talk about mass global fucking indoctrination. What a load of bollocks. I move that the atheists, this is my plan, the atheists get together to form an alliance of systematically removing all of the Bibles from all of the hotels in all the world, recycling them all, printing off millions of encyclopedias in all different languages, and then getting a fleet of aeroplanes to drop them in big crates throughout the lands where dogmatic religion has the tightest clutch on the minds of the uneducated people. And better yet, to get the encyclopedias also back into the hotel rooms.